Hi, how can stress in fact have an impact on our immunity? Can it can depends a little bit on what stress it is. We have acute stress, and acute stress can be suddenly have some stress situation, and that can be helpful and harmful for our body at the same time. It can be helpful because sometimes you will be surprised that if a stress situation occurs and comes to you, that you are surprised that you can handle it, that you can attack it. Can But of course, it can be the opposite, that it can be harmful to your body, and that your blood pressure will rise, and that our heart rate will increase, and of course that creates anything that has to do with cardiovascular diseases. Can But the most dangerous kind of stress is, of course, a chronic stress, the one that always comes back in a recurrent way. Can And that creates, of course, that will raise our blood pressure, and also raise our weight gain, and also there, of course, the risk factor, or factor of everything that has to do with cardiovascular diseases rises. Additionally, we call it, of course, that the cortisol. That's what's happening when you have chronic stress. That is known that it's going to reduce the production of our immune cells, the immune cells who protect our immunity and our health. Um, and we can see, of course, that if those cells goes down, that we're going to go even more and deeper into a chronic state of stress, and that's going to give even more infections and more risk for getting sick, because our body is not protected anymore. So it's very important that we don't let that chronic stress go too deep in our body. Now, how can we reduce that? It would be easy to say if I have a tablet for it, or I have, of course, a powder for it. But in the first place, perhaps use those 6 hours that I'm going to tell you to fight stress. But of course, also, of course, a healthy body is also something that will help you more easily to do the 6 hours I'm going to tell you. First of all, rest. You gotta take enough rest, enough sleep. Adequate sleep is extremely helpful in calming down in stressful situations. Okay? You gotta find some relaxation techniques, like breathing, or just take 30 minutes. When a stress situation comes up, before you're going to react, or before you want to do something, that this is my physical way and this is my mental state I'm going to take before how I'm going to deal with this stressful situation. Number three is also that uh, you have to stay recreative, physically and mentally. Go for that walk. Try it on daily basis, only 15 minutes. Instead of taking the elevator when you come home and you have to do 10 floors, well, take the steps for one time. That's part of getting tired a little bit, but in a mental and physical way, that's a good thing. Or take a book, or just take go for that 15 minutes sunset or sunrise that you have every day. Recreation paling thing. Yeah? Relationships, of course, you have to stay connected. It's very important that you're not alone in this world. We're not made to be alone in any way. Not only with your work fellows, but also find like a coach, like we have in our Herbalife Nutrition community, online or offline. What suits you best in your family and in your work situation. Find also a routine of some things that you do, especially how you wake up in the morning. Try to do that in the most relaxing way, and try to do that also in the most nutritious way, that you feed your body with the right things, so that you're not craving, that you not start with cravings the day, that you start with the energy in the morning. Also, how you stop your day, of course, not immediately in a stressful situation. Try to find also a way, only is it 15 minutes reading a book, or just 15 minutes closing your eyes before you take that shower or whatever. Just something to relax you. Okay. And then the last thing is reframing, because that you have to see, if some stressful situation comes towards you, that always challenges are there to make us better. Challenges are mostly, a gift in a bad wrapping paper. They will all teach us a lesson, or they will make us better. Of course, they will teach us something. So if you look at it like that, in these 6 hours towards stress, I'm sure you're going to tackle the next stressful situation much better. But of course, also that's my experience, because I was really someone, let me say, an overthinker, and that overthinkers have a lot of stress. And for me, it's how, how I hydrate every day, how I start my morning every day, with a good cleansing drink, with a good protein shake that's full of protein, fibers, and all the micro and the micronutrients. That made a very difference for me to tackle all the challenging situation that comes during the day. Okay, so whenever you want to know a little bit more, just follow and click on our contact number. See you.